Aceita-o sangue mai Kacure lang isa-isa ilimay
Oh yeah, that's the way to open up a show right there. Spawn Breezy, Loud Billy Air, 651 remix. Yeah, and that's basically it. So hey, We have a new show here on the Voice of South Pacific, powered by the Tonga Community Resource Center. My name is Una, also known as DJ Una, but also known as Devita Hefa for all my Tongans out there. But this is our new show. It is called Next Gems of the South Pacific. What is that basically? It's basically just for our youth, to empower our youth. I am a youth navigator for the Tongan Community Resource Center here in Seattle, Washington. But we want to open this platform with the Voice of South Pacific to our youth out there in the public. So basically, we just want to use this platform to share a little bit about, the good things in life and trying to steer the youth into a better pathway than all the other negative stuff. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to our first guest of today, and that is none other than my brother, Kalemi, in the building. Y'all give it up for him.
What's
Come
good?
on.
What's
Yes,
good?
sir.
Hey, my brother DJ Uno, man. I appreciate you having me, brother.
Oh, yeah. And it's only right to have you here because tomorrow, Valentine's Day, you know,
Come on. You
is
know,
going
it's a
to
season of love. It's a
season of
season of
love.
love, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
So let's get the crowd going with, a little bit about yourself. Who is Kalemi, you know?
All right. Sure, well, I'm killing me. Half Samoan, half Tongan. I was raised on my Samoan side. I'm coming from Kalihi. I stay
Mm,
out here in the Washington area now. Uh, I make music. I do a lot of other things, but I make music, and I try to make all kinds of music, music that everybody can relate to and stuff like that. So
right,
it's kind
right.
of a little quick summary of myself.
Yeah, yeah. So you're Samoan and Tongan, but you're raised more onto your Samoan side.
Yes, yes.
Do you know the Tongan language as much as Samoan language?
No, so I know the Samoan language way more than the tongue language, but just being me, I drink kava. I'm a part of Kalapu
Mm,
Northwest. Shout
come
out to
on.
KNW. Come on,
Yeah.
Kalapu Northwest. My brothers. It was Kalapu started about 2 years ago, and being able to mix with them and tap in with we're a younger generation of mixers, but we tap in with the OGs, and there they speak a lot of Tongan there at the mix, and that's kind of where I picked it up. And
Mm,
now I can, conversational Tongan, I can understand, I can throw in a couple phrases here and there, but hey, that's like 2 years of practicing. I didn't know any Tongan before that. And
right,
now
right.
now like I said, I can, a little conversational Tongan speaking going on, and I practice all the time, at the mix. I talk to the OGs, try to get my Tongan up.
Mm-hmm.
But that just shows, anybody can learn their native tongue. 2
Yeah.
years and being able to understand it is, I think that's easy for everybody to be able to do.
That's true. That's true. Because honestly, when I first started with the Voice of South Pacific, I wasn't, as close as I am from my Samoan side. I'm also half Tongan as well, but my grandma on my Samoan side was the one that raised me, but I didn't really get, the language part of the Tongan culture. I
Right.
knew the culture, is just the language barrier was a downfall for me. So.
hmm
But yeah, that's a good, that's a good approach, like you said. The Galapagos will also help you
Oh
um,
yeah,
get your
tap
tongue
in
in,
with your local Kalapus.
yeah.
I know we got Kalapu 290. That's really young. Those are the young next generation mixers.
Yeah.
And then you got us, a little bit older, Kalapu Northwest, and then you got Fofuanga and all those other guys that are OGs and been doing this for a while, and
Hmm.
they're always willing to sit down and you mean spit some game if you got any questions about the culture or about the language, or you don't know how to put a sentence together, man.
Right,
Everybody at the
right.
mix, that environment around the bowl is a learning environment.
I like the Fofonga. They're very welcoming, even though
Oh
they're,
yeah,
of the older generations, but they still, show love to the younger generations.
for
That's
sure.
doing Fight Club too.
That's why we
So
gotta tap in. You gotta tap in with the OGs. They know a lot. They got a lot of knowledge. They got a lot of experience. So,
yeah.
if you're young and you wanna tap into that, you're part of your culture and learn. This is coming from me. I would say go tap in with the fight cover.
Hmm.
Learn a little bit, ask some questions.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power, so the more you know, the better.
Now for Kalapu Northwest, because I know that for what I know is that they are majority for the younger crowds, young adults,
Yeah,
and there is some couple OGs out there,
right.
Prez, to be an example, but um, how can like the younger crowd they love to drink coffee, they have
Oh
the
yeah.
little kick it spot and stuff like that, but people are new to Kava, but they want to join a group. Can they join Kalapu Northwest, or is there like
Oh man,
something that?
that's the thing about Fakov. You know, the door is open to anybody. You know, if you
Mm,
want to come and mix, come and mix. You know, it's
yeah,
as far as like knowing where we're at. You know, just hit up the club page on Instagram, Club Northwest, and then like I said, doors open to anybody. You know, as long as you come respectful and
yeah,
uh, it's just that kind of environment where anybody is really welcome. You know, if you really want to tap in with your roots and drink some kava and learn about the culture, or just socialize. Like I said, at the boy you hear like you meet good musicians, you meet people that like, oh, my job's hiring. If anybody needs to get on, it's just like a place to go, and it's a bunch of resources at the blow, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
anybody can come. So if the younger generation wants to come and mix, man, come through Kalapa Northwest,
Mm-hmm.
or tap in with wherever your local kava club is at, your local Kalapa, tap in. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm sure that they'll be more than welcoming.
Right, right. So that's a good point because honestly, you don't got to be afraid to go out and try to invite yourself in. Just
Mm,
ask,
yeah.
get corrected.
Nah.
But also on the comments here, I see Latu Hokal. She also has kids that's part of the Kalapu out here too. I'm not too sure the name of them, but PJ is also involved with it. MJ, Clark, all of her kids. They're good kids too, but they
Okay,
get
yeah.
down.
Hey, there's a lot of groups. It
Yeah.
don't gotta be just Galapa Northwest. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just I'm throwing that invite out there because I'm a part of Galapa Northwest. But
Yeah.
there's a bunch of small groups, small Kalapus, up and coming Kalapus, that you can tap in with. Especially out here in Washington, there's a lot of cats that mix. And then we got
Mm-hmm.
Teenage Avalanche,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, over there on Dash Point in Federal Way.
Mm-hmm.
You can go over there. You don't have to even be a part of a club if you want to go and just drink some kava with your friends.
Right.
Me, I think it's like a better alternative. Drink kava instead of being out there drinking beer.
Yeah.
You're still aware of what's going on when you drink kava. So
Yeah.
you want to go to get a bowl. Teenage Avalanche is in Federal Way. If you want to come and fight kava with anybody, man, I'm sure there's a bunch of groups of people that are more than welcoming, for you to
Right.
come and mix.
Right. Yeah. So oh, you can. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's good. I mean, there's a lot of people, a lot of the young kids, that's in the, that's sharing that, culture with the Aba Gaba.
Right.
Then going out there, being in the streets, doing no good. You guys have a safe place, and the Kalapus are out there. That could be that route for you if you wanted
Right.
to. So
It's an option. It's always an option. You can always that door is always open, for
yeah,
the young generation. So
right
y'all
on.
tap in.
Okay, well there you guys go. One of the resources that you guys can use for our young kids out there. Yes, thank you. The Kalapu will help teens off from drugs and alcohol. That's a good point, Latu. Appreciate that. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on back to Kalemi. So I want to get a little bit inside of who is Kalemi. What's your background? Obviously, you said you Samoan Tongan. You're from
Yeah.
Kalihi, so a little bit about that. Maybe what
Yeah.
transitioned you from Kalihi to Seattle,
Uh,
Washington?
let's see. So I actually was serving in the United States Marine Corps. So I went
Mm-hmm.
that route, right?
Yeah,
After high school, I tried to work. I was, I graduated from Farrington, go Govs,
there you go.
Kalihi, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I graduated from there. I worked. I wanted to challenge myself, and everybody's like, "Hey, if you're gonna join the military, don't join the Marines." 'Cause they're crazy. The training is hard. I was like, "Sign me up." You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Let me see if I can do it.
yeah.
Test my skills, test my what is my body capable of. So I went to the United States Marine Corps,
Mm.
did all kinds of deployments, went to Afghanistan, Korea, and then when it came time to wrap up my enlistment,
Right.
I figured I'd move here to Washington because all of my immediate family's here. You know, my parents, my siblings, they all live scattered out here in Washington. So, you know, after being away from your family for like 7, 8, 9 years, you know, it's like
Yeah.
I'm kind of want to move somewhere that's close. So that's what brought me to Washington, and
Mm.
you know, I always loved to do music. I love to, you know what I mean, play the guitar. I like to, you know, jam at the mix.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, as far as music goes, like what brought me to that pathway is I say church. You know, a lot of
Mm.
people, a lot of Polynesians. I think I could speak for a good amount of Polynesians that do music. They probably kind of got influenced by singing at church. You know,
Right.
hymns or whatever it is. You know, you learn harmony when you're so young when you go to church. You know, whether it doesn't matter the religion or what you believe in, but a lot of Polynesian cultures, you know, the church is a place of music. You know, like
Yeah.
you learn so much about singing and just different stuff in that area. So that kind of
Mm.
brought me to music, and then I linked up with the boys, started playing more music, and yeah, one day I stepped into the studio. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot, and now that's kind of what I do. You know,
Yeah.
I'm out here. I do music. I also coach kids kickboxing at Fitness Quest in Auburn.
There you go. Yeah.
Just about every day, you know. Keep yourself busy. I keep myself busy, you know, with things that I like to do: music, exercising, you know, drinking kava, and if I feel like you surround yourself in like that kind of environment, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's the only way is up, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I started music last year.
Oh.
Uh, I want to say March, April timeframe is when I started music, and
Yeah.
I've been, you know, God has blessed me with many opportunities to perform at different places and make music. So, you know, if anybody out there for the young generation is trying to make music, hey, I'm on Instagram. You
Mm.
know, I
Plug
might
it.
not know all the answers. I'm not Uncle Feej. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Uncle Fiji,
Right.
but
Right. Right.
I already did that beginning part of starting my journey, and you know, and I found out the answers to all the questions that I had when I was like, man, how do I start music? Where do I go? Who do I talk to? Like, what do I?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all this stuff. I have those answers. You know, I might not have all the answers, but I know the answers that got me to where I'm at, and it's really just uh you mean a resource. You know, you don't know how to do it and who to go to, then you'll never know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm gonna
Exactly.
put that out there. If anybody wants to do music in the Polynesian community out here in Washington, man, there's so many talented people out here. You know what I mean? If
There
you
is.
rap, I know we got people that have been doing this for a while. Monster 206. You know, you
Mm.
got Tashi 1K doing his thing. We got
Yep.
Bad Boy Move. We got there's a lot of, you know, CCT.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people out here. Polly Sav, 40 Fisher. Like there's so many people out here that do music that you can just tap in with. You know,
Yeah.
and you'll never know if you don't reach out and try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But I just named a bunch of resources for people
Mm-hmm.
that want to do music, whether it's rap, singing, if you play spoons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it don't matter. There is somebody out there in the Washington area that has been doing it for a while and I'm sure they would be more than willing to help you out. And that's kind of what I do now, you know.
Yeah.
Just mix, make music, try to help out somebody. You know, it's a blessing to be a blessing to somebody else, you know.
Hmm. And you know what's one good resource other than social media, reaching out to them on social media, is going to these festivals too. These positive vibes
That
festivals,
too.
just like Polyfest, Pacifico Food Fest, and then there's another event, couple more events that's coming up. But you'll see a lot of festivals are bringing out local artists out there.
Oh, for
Um,
sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah,
the
that those
love
man.
for local
Shout out
artists.
to shout out to DJ Lou Screws,
Yeah.
you know, Majestic Beast and all those guys that put these shows together out here.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me a shot. They gave me an opportunity to go up there and open at you know, Polyfest,
Yeah.
open up for DJ Noise, Kenyon Brown, Peanut Butter and them.
Yeah.
Uh, I was able to go out there in Hawaii and do the Pacifica Fest. We were there.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you, we both were, and that was a cool experience. You
Yeah.
know, being able to go home and perform in front of people that I know that I grew up with. You know, so man,
And
shout out to
Kaliki
those
was there
guys.
tho. Kaliki was
Oh yeah,
their
Khalid.
presence
Yeah,
was
you
there.
know what I mean. Hey, especially when my boy Juice went up there. You know,
Yeah,
they were out
yeah,
there. It's just cool to have those, like you said, you know, go to those festivals. You know, you
mm-hmm,
might run into somebody that might know some. You know, you might run into the person that's putting the whole thing together. Who
yeah,
knows? You know what I mean?
exactly.
And then, like you said, local artists coming up, you know, or artists that have been doing it, you know, you'll see them at those festivals. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm,
go out there and support be a part of that. You know, I know a lot of Polynesians they don't like to be in an area where there's a bunch of other Polynesians like
Hey,
harvest on a Sunday. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
You mean I'm not
You
going
said
to
harvest
harvest.
on the.
I'm not going to harvest on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like that. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
mini Tonga and mini Samoa
Yeah,
up in there.
yeah.
You might find your long lost cousin at harvest on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
hey, go and tap into those Polynesian events. You know,
Yeah.
like tap in with your people. You mean you might find something out there you never knew. You might meet somebody that be your lifelong best friend at these things. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then, like I said, you can always tap in with the culture at these
Yeah.
events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be rooted. Be rooted. You know, be proud to be Tongan. Be proud to be Samoan. You know, go
Mm-hmm.
to these events and show some love.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't act a fool. Just don't act a fool over there.
Yeah, yeah. Just don't act a fool. You know what I mean? Those days are the
we're,
those
we're
days are
yeah, our
are
our
over.
culture is all about, discipline. It's all about
Right.
like
You know, and,
respect. You
and
know,
that's the your whakapapa, you know what I mean, or whawalawalo, you know what I mean, that
yeah,
all starts in the house, you know. So yeah, act accordingly, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. And also, Latu also added local Ian Tongi. He is one local artist that blew up in the main stage,
Oh yeah.
and God has
Oh
blessed
yeah.
him with that voice that the challenge to get onto American Idol and to win American Idol.
Right, right.
That's one
He's
testimony.
crazy. That's one story to tell, you know. A young Polynesian cat coming out of Washington doing his thing. You mean shoot, he was living further away, you know. We got to he's jammed with the Kalapu, you know. We've been on a couple occasions that he's came and jammed with us. Cool young cat. I mean, shoot, right there. That's a perfect example, you know.
Yeah,
Him doing his thing. Now he's all over. You know, you can't get a hold of the bro for anything, but that's good. You know,
yeah.
you gotta root for people like that.
Mhm.
You gotta root for people. You gotta, you know what I mean, be proud of the people that you got in
Yeah.
your corner, and the people that are representing the Polynesian community. And Ian's doing a great job
Oh yeah, he's killing it, and he's going state to state, out of state. Even he's doing
all
his
over.
stuff. Yeah, he's doing his stuff. So let's get back to you. What what you call it? Well-known artists have you ever tapped in with
Oh,
in the music industry?
okay.
Cause I know you got a bag full of them.
I do. Like I said, God is good.
Yeah.
Blessings and blessings. You know, I've been able to tap in with a bunch of people. I'd say, Rebel Soldiers,
Mm.
9-4 Tunes from Rebel Soldiers. You know,
So
he's like that's like a brother to me. You know, and he's
yeah.
actually helped me a lot in the music thing. And we got something working on. Me and Rich Rowland from Cutthroat, we
Okay.
got something cooking up.
Shout out to the
Me and
Bay
my brother
Area.
Teki, man, that Teki. I mean, all these guys are like I was listening to them before I started doing music. You know, I'm like, at the gym blasting their
Mm-hmm.
music, working out, and now it's like I get to do something with them. I think it's cool. And the fact that these big artists are even willing to work with people, so that just shows shoot. Everybody puts their pants on the same way, one
Yeah.
leg at a time. These guys are these big name artists, a lot of times they're more than willing to, work with you too. As long
Yeah.
as it's genuine and you got that passion for music, those guys are more than willing to help out. And I got a lot of other artists that I'm working with right now, but I cannot give you
Hey.
guys everything. I
Hey.
can't give you guys everything. No, I can't. You guys gotta wait.
Exactly. No,
But
man,
yeah,
it's crazy when you introduced me to tunes when we're in Hawaii.
yeah,
When you were little, we're like, oh man, we could never talk to them. They're freaking, somebody we can't even like look at this, at
yeah.
each other.
Hey, they're shooting.
But,
You mean those guys are legends in the game? They're seasoned vets when it comes to music. Rebel Soulja's been doing
hmm
this for a long time, 15 plus years, I'd
yeah.
say.
But him
Um,
just coming up, we dabbing up, we giving each other hugs,
oh yeah.
chopping it up,
That's all
bro.
genuine,
All
that's
genuine.
pure love, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you're a genuine person, girl, guy, I'm sure, that people see that, whether
hmm
they're like up on Uncle Fee's level or,
Yeah.
upcoming artists, everybody they can see when something is genuine, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Tunes, man, shout out to Tunes. He just was chopping it up with us out there in Hawaii. He was
Yeah.
just chilling. I was like, man, you gotta come and meet the Oosh right here, Una. And man, I see them rocking Poly Dope. Shout out
Yeah.
to Poly Dope. They
Hey,
be
man.
rocking it out there in Hawaii and everything, you know. So that's cool, man. That's those guys show love. Big name artists, man. They show love too, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then who else? So you said Tunes. Who else was
Uh,
them?
we got Rich Rolling from
Rich
Cutthroat.
Rollin. Yeah.
And you know they represent the Tongan community, you know, in their
Mhm.
music and stuff. We got Theki,
Yeah.
another well-known Tongan artist out there in Utah. So you
Mhm.
know that's just to name a few people that I got some projects coming out with, and everybody can stay tuned and tap into that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there at least one artist that you want to eventually work out?
Ooh,
A collab
yeah.
together.
I'm gonna give you two just because
Yeah.
you know, different. I try to do all kinds of music, you know, jack of all trades, you know.
Mhm.
You got to be versatile. So I'd say on the hip hop side,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do some, you know, trying to do some with Stone Deuce, the Oos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Young Go, you know what I mean? Those two right there are really representing the poly community when it comes to music right now.
Yeah.
They are on the come up. If not, they're already up there, you know, doing their thing. And then on the reggae side and the singing side, man, I'm
Mm.
trying to do something with Bug, J
Bug.
Bug.
Mm.
Come on, I've been listening. I mean, who hasn't been listening to Jay Book since they was, they was young. Like I'm trying. Of course, Uncle Feej, but besides that, you know, besides the
Yeah.
legend himself, I'm trying to do something
With J
with
Bug.
Bug. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, that's
but
dope.
hey, one day, you know, what I'm saying it's not
Yeah.
impossible. You know, what I'm saying run into a lot of the same people. So you know, eventually,
Yeah.
God willing.
Just like we were talking before, you just gotta connect with people. You
Oh
never
yeah,
know. They might know Fiji. They might hook you up with J
right.
Bug.
Hey,
You
see.
know. So it's all about just networking around.
Networking, socialize, network, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's
Mhm.
kind of what it boils down to. I feel like in the music industry, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
network, socialize.
Right on.
Uh,
Okay. Well, I got another question for you. So,
let's go.
besides here in Seattle, you've done Polyfest, you done DJ Noise, Bina Butter, Kenyon Brown, Relic Brown's concert. Is there any outside gigs or outside events
Mm.
that you also done?
I have done a few this past summer.
Mm.
I did an event at Gaipo with Josh Wawa.
Mm.
That was dope, you know, because I've been listening to Josh Wawa for a long time, so be able to share the stage with him was cool. I did let's see, we did Texas.
Yeah.
We did one in Texas, South Pacific Festival, I think is what
Oh,
it's
okay.
called.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shout out to Dolly and them that put that together. That was dope.
Mm.
Who was on that card? We had Cutthroat on that card. We
Mm.
had Punya Lava. There, that is that was like my you know, I was like, hey, this is something that I'm gonna remember forever. Like
Yeah.
I got to share the stage with Punya Lava. I got to jam with them.
Mm.
I actually talked to the nine them pretty often now. I was out in Hawaii with them, you know, see like that was one opportunity that I got to be with some legends in the Samoan music,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and now I'm tapped in, you know, like they call me and see if I'm doing all right. I'm like, hey, this is
Mm.
crazy, you know. I remember Puni Lavar calling me and I was like, hey, look, guys, this is Puni Lavar. I was like, what the heck? You know, I
Right.
was
Right.
starstruck, but they were on that card. Who else we had? Molo Try. Oh,
Mm.
and cooking something up with my boy Molo Try.
Well,
Forgot to
try
mention
it.
him, bro. Molo Try. He's up there. You know, really representing the Tongan community for real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had Uso Kane on that card, man.
That's
In
okay,
Texas, it
dope.
was a huge festival, and I was able to tap in with so many people: Louis V, Uso Kane,
Mm.
Polly Sav, all those guys, and we had Deki, Spawn Breezy,
Mm.
Aloki. They were all on that same card, you know. So to be able to share the stage and tap in with them. So Texas, Vegas has spring things. I didn't do it last year, but I'm doing it this year.
This year,
So.
come on.
Yeah, so we all over Vegas, Utah. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do some everywhere. You know, wherever the people want to hear my music, I'm there. You know.
I'm gonna pause that for you right there. So we're gonna jump into one music that I personally love, and I know you got a plethora of music out there,
Yeah.
and you got more music to come. So I'm gonna give these guys, if they haven't heard of Kalemi, I'm gonna put you
Okay.
guys on with a song called "Hear Me Roar."
Let's go. Shout out to my brother Lot 3 on this track
Squad,
too.
if I could have your attention, please.
I don't know if I just can't hear or I'm not sure.
Kill 'em when you hear me roar. Babylon, not come to me, door no more. Kill 'em when you hear me say, fire up the blunt, purify every day. Kill 'em when you hear me roar. Babylon, not come to me, door no more. Kill 'em when you hear me say, fire up the blunt, purify everything. Yeah, smoke tree, Babylon, nobody me. Me listen to J-Book to put my mind at ease. It's on me, said I had some homies that doing the same thing, but I had to grind, you see. And now we up now, no more running around the town, and we get them up now. If they wanna fool around, said we up now, no more running around the town, and we get them up now. If they wanna fool around, I'm posted in the club, they say, what is that? I'm talking about getting done. Oh, what is that? A spot where we show them love, and they say, what is that? When we tell them to feel them up, oh, what is that? Kill 'em when you hear me roar. Babylon, not come to me, door no more. Kill 'em when you hear me say, fire up the blunt, purify every day. Kill 'em when you hear me roar. Babylon, not come to me, door no more. Kill 'em when you hear me say, fire up the blunt, purify everything. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me roar? Used to kick in the door so we could hit that score. Looking back on my past, what we did before. Now it's time to level up, cause we ain't kids no more. Lived through the pain, long nights on the block, I was posted with the gang. Always did me, cause I could never be the same. Lost my little brother, kinda different nowadays.
Yeah,
I'm
now stuck up in the maze.
Life kinda crazy, like I'm walking in the days. Wars hit different when you ain't rapping for the fame. Ain't worry about deposits if I'm just being honest.
Long live
Peasy, I ain't trying to
Peasy.
break a promise.
Peasy.
Think you talk soft, cause I'm posted at the mix. One phone call, I get them done quick. Heard it all before and I don't wanna hear no more. Tell them turn that speaker up so you can hear the vocal roar like.
Kill 'em when you hear me roar. Babylon, not come to me, door no more. Kill 'em when you hear me say, fire up the blunt, purify every day. Kill 'em when you hear me roar. Babylon, not come to me, door no more. Kill 'em when you hear me say, fire up the blunt, purify everything. Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's
Let's
that's one of my
go.
favorite songs.
I
So far.
appreciate that. Hey, y'all tap in, hear me roar, run that up. Hey, shout out to my brother Lot 3 for the song was like low key his idea, honestly. And he kind of was like, you know what? You know, he was like, here, this you right here, let me just hop on a verse and that's you. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
shout out to my bro.
You know what's crazy, man? I was at Polyfest. You were on the main stage, and I was at the second stage,
Oh yeah.
and I was trying to DJ your set.
I know. I
But
was trying. I asked you first, and you was like, "Man, I got a DJ." I said, "But it was
yeah,
cool. But I'm always, hey, come on, you already know. I'm always tapping with you and see if you, hey, what's up, brother? You got DJ my set, Hey, ain't
hey, at
around
least I
mad,
did
you
it
already
over there
know.
in Hawaii, though. You
Hey,
know,
hey, we did do
we,
it in Hawaii, and that was
yeah.
tight. That was fire. That was fire.
Right on. So, before we close out, can we get us a live snippet?
Yeah, we could do a little
Cause you know
something. We could do a
Valentine's
little
is
something.
tomorrow.
Let me grab the gut.
Yeah.
Shout out to the come
There
on,
you
Columbia
go.
Northwest.
Free
Shout
agents.
out to Stupid Boys, Free Agents,
Mm.
all of those guys, man. Like I said, if you want to hear good music, live music, go to your closest mix. Come to Columbia Northwest anywhere. You're
They
gonna
can
hear some
sing.
good music.
Them boys can
Let's
sing.
see. Let's see. Can we hear that?
Oh yeah.
I know the younger generation knows this song, and it's Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
kind of gotta get in that lovey-dovey.
Mm-hmm.
I testify for you. I do that 3, 4 times again. I testify for you. I tell that lie, I kill it. I do it all and if around you scared to do. I'm not as long as you do, you're not here for me. I got it. Mobbing, scheming, looting. I'm your body as long as you're dreaming of me. Ain't no problem. I don't got nobody else but you right now. Tell the truth, I look better under you. I can lose when I'm with you. How can I snooze and miss the moment? You're just too important. Nobody do body like you do. I can lose when I'm with you. Oh, I Just can't snooze and miss the moment. You're just too important. Nobody do body like you do. You do. Hey, it's a little song, you know, a little snippet of song.
Okay. I'm gonna get someone over here, recording your snippet and just giving it to one of their boyfriends or girlfriends out there.
Hey, you mean use it at your own will, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Happy Valentine's though to everybody out there, you feel
Yeah.
me?
Right on. Okay. No, man, I appreciate you, brother, for coming in
Man.
on this show with me. The first episode of many for our youth, to empower them into, a good route to go to, a positive route to go to. There is plenty of routes that could lead you to a good side. Um,
Yeah.
and Kalapu Northwest music. Um, just hit up Kalemi. How can
Come
they
on,
find
tap
you?
in.
How can they find you on social media,
Hey,
anywhere?
come on, you can tap in with me on Instagram and TikTok for the younger generation. TikTok, it's KEHLEMI, just like this,
Hmm.
on all social media platforms. As long as music platforms, you can find my music the same way.
Yeah.
And just hit me up, shoot me a message, and if you got a question about anything music, kava. You mean you want to work out, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm more than willing to help out where I can.
Kickboxing. That's perfect.
Kickboxing. If you're trying to, hey, come
Shoot.
on, if you're trying to get down, let's do
Mm-hmm.
it. Hit me up. I do kids kickboxing, so if you got kids, young kids, might as well start them off young, build that discipline and send them my way. Hit me up.
Yeah, yeah. Right on. Well, everyone, that is Kalemi here in Seattle, Washington, all the way from Kalihi, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
representing. But yeah, we got a lot more for you guys to come, for you guys to look forward to with Kalemi in the future, with all these festivals lining up this summer. But appreciate
Yeah.
you, brother, man.
Thank
Much
you
love to you.
guys, both of us, man. It was tight being on here. It's my first little interview, so this is cool. And I appreciate you, Una,
Yeah.
always for showing love. And yeah, Toto chill.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Off us, bro.
All of us, y'all.
And we get 'em up now if they wanna fool around. Shit, we up now, no more running around the town. And we get 'em up now if they wanna fool around. I'm posted in the club. They say, what is that? I'm talking about getting love. Oh, what is that? A spot where we show 'em love. And they say, what is that? What we tell 'em to feel 'em up. Oh, what is that? Kill 'em when you hear me roar. Babylon, not come to me, dog, no more. Kill 'em when you hear me say, fire up the blunt, purify every day. Kill 'em when you hear me roar. Babylon, not come to me, dog, no more. Kill 'em when you hear me say, fire up the blunt, purify everything, yeah.
Okay, can you hear me roar? Used to kick in the door so we could hit that score. Looking back on my past, what we did before. Now it's time to level up, cause we ain't kids no more. Lived through the pain, long nights on the block, I was posted with the gang. Always did me, cause I could never be the same. Lost my little brother, kinda different nowadays. Like I'm stuck up in the maze. Life kinda crazy, like I'm walking in the days. Wars hit different when you ain't rapping for the fame. Ain't worried about the positives if I'm just being honest.
Darling, you dahine. I was wondering, Beku kesi ifefe. What is on your mind? I'm just waiting for you to tell me, baby. Even my bed, so I know I'm on your mind. Bell to microphone, echo weepu, go more in one more time. waiting for your touch so very much. That I hear when you're around me. The way you make me feel, the way your love is real. Oh no, no, my time, me, oh my time, it touched my bed, so I know that I got you, baby. Oh, the love is just the day I found you. Man, I do it my baby over. I'll love you over and over. My love, oh, wanna see it, Coopel.